I have never done a No Man's Sky expedition. You know, for a guy who has over 200 hours in the game and has all the Steam achievements, you would think I would do the expeditions to get the special rewards. But no. So here we are. I have no idea how long this is going to take me to complete. And oh my god, we're ugly. This pop-up has a lot of words to say. Rewards are account-wide. Get to the rendezvous points. Listen, I've made it to the center of the galaxy on a No Man's Sky hardcore save file. Believe it or not, I'm pretty darn good at the beginnings. You just grab as many resources as possible while heading to your ship and fix everything you can. And believe it or not, the first milestone is just reach your ship. You'll notice that Hello Game started us off with a bunch of upgrades right off the bat. We already have an X-Class resistance upgrade, 2 toxic protectors, an underwater air upgrade, and a personal refiner. After gathering resources for a while, we can make the pure ferry we need to fix the ship. You'll also notice I'm putting resources in my cargo, but that doesn't actually matter because on this save, resources stack up to 9999. So I'll switch them out for other things later on. Now that all the basic systems in the ship are repaired, I said screw it. Since I'm here, I might as well get the chromatic metal to fix the hypercore. And here's some movement tech for you No Man's Sky guys if you didn't already know. Pressing your melee button, which is Q by default, and then jetpacking immediately afterwards makes you move super fast. Of course, we don't have much jetpack boost right now, but it still gives it a little boost every few seconds. Summon our ship, slam those things in there, and bam, a fully upgraded ship. There are milestones for visiting red, green, and blue stars, and I figured it'd actually be easier to do milestones if I moved away from the other players. Big mistake. By completely random chance, I happened to jump into a system that not only has a black hole, but also is an outlaw system. So new to No Man's Sky are these systems that are completely taken over by pirates. They trade X-Class modules, black market goods, and they have special missions that give a multitude of rewards at the expense of your reputation. But first, let's fix my ugly ass. Much better, but I chose the wrong body type because the boosters on my jetpack keep clipping into the game. So these missions give whack stuff like forged passports, banned weapons, but as you can see, right now I'm a broke ass bitch, and these missions give a lot of credits for the early game. And these missions aren't terribly difficult, except I have to manually go around this black hole every time. You just have to actually be a pirate for a lot of these. And the ship combat has been reworked quite a bit. Big pro tip if you're having trouble with the new combat, holding S automatically locks you onto your target. Just holding S and left click and you'll eventually win if you're up against like 4 ships or less. After a couple of these missions, a solid looking solar ship lands that has an S-Class shield upgrade, so we're going to grab that bad boy, and this will basically let us never run out of tritium jumping around the solar system. And then we jump through the black hole. And then I spent the next 2 hours wasting time. I did literally nothing related to the expedition. But why? I was treating it like I would make this my main save eventually, and that's not gonna happen. But we do visit all 3 system colors. Okay, so now it's time to get to the rendezvous point, right? So we jump, and we jump, and 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 get frustrated and quit. It never actually occurred to me that I could just use the teleporter in the space station to go back to one of the first systems I visited. You know, where the first rendezvous is. Fuck! Yeah, so we do that now. And wow, well look, there's the first rendezvous, a single jump away. I am such an idiot. And there it is. Yeah, so believe it or not, doing a community event with the community actually makes things go a lot faster. That's it for phase 1. Finally. Phase 2 is really almost done. We jump over to the Lost Freighter location and grab the map fragment for an easy milestone complete. Next, we need to go to Rendezvous 2 and grab some Gravitino balls. So learning from my past mistake, I figured that if I actually go to Rendezvous 2, it'll be a lot easier to get Gravitino balls. Lo and behold, jumping into the system, checking some base names, people have set up bases right next to a bunch of Gravitino ball spawns. Grab the balls, play Dodge the Sentinels for a bit, and that's the milestone. And a hop and skip and jump, and we're at Rendezvous 2. That's phase 2 done. Next up is phase 3. And I don't have a single thing checked off on there. It's like all underwater stuff. But you should know the drill by now. You go to the rendezvous before trying to do anything else. And there's rendezvous 3 done. Now we got to grab the last map fragment and then do all the underwater stuff. Big surprise, someone built a base right next to the map fragment. And getting the fragment actually completes 2 milestones. The other one being go 80 U below sea level, whatever U is. Next up is just deploy a Nautilon. Collecting the milestone rewards already gave us the blueprint for it. So we just got to actually build the thing. So after gathering some salt, a quick fight with some jellyfish, and grabbing some crystals, we move our ship like 10 feet away from the base and deploy the Nautilon. Now we need to find an aquatic treasure. So we're going to need the high power sonar, which we need a solar mirror and more crystals for. We don't have the solar mirror recipe, so we're going to have to go to the anomaly to get it. And assuming we have enough technology modules to actually... Nah, I'm just kidding. Just go to a base labeled Sunken Ruin and boom, we're done with phase 3. Now I saw this base labeled Dioxite, so I thought it would be like a way to farm sentinels since you need 25 kills for phase 4. So I went there and, well, you can see why they're calling it Dioxite. Just don't fall trying to get it. So I went and grabbed some. But on the way back... Holy fuck, did I really just not die from that? Fuck, I'm good. So apparently killing Sentinel interceptors in space doesn't actually count as killing Sentinels. Kinda cringe. But I found a high Sentinel activity planet, killed a few waves, and that was done. And we already had a Sentinel pillar map for one of the pirate missions we did way back in the beginning. So getting a multi-tool from one of those was really fast. Yeah, these were added back in the Sentinel update. Apparently they have a random chance to spawn a Royal class multi-tool. But I have yet to see one. So all that's left of phase 4 is finding the pirate's treasure. So we use the portal to get to the planet that it's on, crack open the Blight's treasure chest, and the reward is 7,200 of each activated resource. So that's all that's left is phase 5. Having a squadron is one of the new systems they've added with the Outlaws update. Apparently you can recruit other alien pilots to fly around with you and help you with pirates and whatever. But first we galaxy jump. Now, normally doing one of these would break everything in your multi-tool and a lot of stuff on your ship and on your person. So I went through the trouble of getting a burner ship and a second multi-tool and setting up. But Hello Games was nice, and nothing really breaks on this galaxy jump. What a waste of time. So yeah, then completing that milestone gives you the base computer recipe to do the last milestone. Now it's just a matter of killing a couple pirates, which I was gonna do a mission for, but a random event just let me spawn pirates. And to get a squadron pilot, you just go to the manage fleet panel in your freighter and then spend some nanites to open a slot. And you can ask just about any pilot on a space station to join your squadron. This guy just happened to be S tier. I have no clue what any of this information means or how rare an S tier is, but hey, the milestone's done. And lastly, we just need to establish a base in the new galaxy. It's as simple as slapping down a base computer and then putting down enough things to make it a air quote base, and boom, that's it. Phase 5 is done, which means we're done with the expedition. That's everything. My final playtime for this expedition was 6 hours and 33 minutes. And I'd say about 3 hours of that was me doing absolutely nothing related to the expedition. You can realistically just complete the entire expedition in 3 to 4 hours. The expedition is pretty fun with other players laying the groundwork and assisting for completing milestones as quickly as possible. It's really fast if you want it to be. And if you want to fast the galaxies, you can have a friend join on your expedition save, and you can jump to him on your main save file. The entire expedition takes place in Galaxy 89 and 90, and 90 is a lush galaxy. Very easy access to get further down the galaxy rabbit hole. Until next time, I'll see you on the other side.